Hey guys, James here, TCGU University, coming back at you with another deck profile from our Campus Championship Series, continuing the Libra of Souls playthrough. We added a couple other Soul Calibur characters to kind of like fill out the set, but I'm going to be showing you Yoshimitsu, and this is Travis's Yoshimitsu deck. So let's get into it. Okay guys, like I said, we're showing you Travis's Yoshimitsu deck. Yoshimitsu is a 5/29 with all Chaos and Death. Travis built this deck under Chaos. He has two abilities. E, check a 5. Your printed high attack gets plus 3 damage. Your printed low attack, mid attack gets +3 speed. R, or your next one. Your next ones get +3 and +3 or +3. R, once per turn, after you make a check, that check gets +2. If the check card was a weapon card, you draw 2 cards. Super good. Makes him like a 9-hander practically. I hate that he's a 9-hander, but whatever. He gets to be a 9-hander. On to the actions. Shikisoku Zeku. It is a 0 diff, 3 check, no block action. R, after you make a check, it gets +2 just by playing this. And then E, remove, discard 1 weapon card, check a 7, remove this attack from the game. Basically, you get to get rid of a problem attack if you have a weapon card in hand. And if you're playing it on offense, you get to pass a check basically for free, counting like Yoshimitsu and whatnot. It's pretty good. We're playing 1 Mangy Ninjitsu. First form, you get to shuffle up to 3 cards from your discard pile into your deck. Very important. And then E, commit. Your opponent chooses 1 attack in your discard pile. Your attack gains all the enhanced abilities printed on the chosen card. Pretty good as well. The reason it's important for all the checking and the adding cards back to our deck, we're playing 4 critical split. It's a 5/1, 3 high for 6. Fury combo with a mid attack. Combo E, this attack gets multiple copies of this attack get +3/+3. That's not counting even like the stuff it'll get from Yoshimitsu if he passes his checks. And then E, add 1 card from your card pool to your momentum. Basically, you want to funnel into this. We'll show you how he does it. You funnel into this, and then you get to play a bunch of multiples for free that are 3 for 6, 6 for 9, and 6 for 9. It's pretty good. We're playing 4 sadistic ways to be able to get ourselves that momentum, as well as just having another momentum out if critical split doesn't work out for us, just to be able to hit somebody in the face with very fast 4 damage attacks. So the cards that he uses to pick it up with are Macabre Skier. Macabre Skier is a 4/3 mid attack. That's a 5 diff 3 check. Fury save weapon. E, remove 1 card from your hand. Your opponent chooses 1 attack in your discard pile, and you get to add the chosen card to your hand. If the chosen card was a weapon, has the weapon keyword, your next check is +2, which means we're going to even easily pass critical split if or pass sadistic ways if we pick that up. But getting to pick up critical split is what we want. It's very easy to do, especially with Mangy Ninjitsu. You add 5 cards. You add the 5 or 3. You add the 3 cards back to your deck, and then you get to basically like get rid of all the attacks to where they're forced to choose the critical split, and you just add the critical split to hand. And this being a mid attack means you've already started your combo for the crit split. The next card they uses the combo with is Evil Bow. Evil Bow is a 3 low for 4 that says R, remove 1 card from your hand. After you check this card, add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. So you check this and just pick up the critical split. It is a 4/2 with no block, so you never want to get caught with this in your hand. And really, you just never want to check it either. But Yoshimitsu says you get +2 to your check, so it's basically like checking a 4. And it has weapons, so you get to draw 2 cards as well. And then its other ability is E, destroy 1 ready foundation, seal your opponent's character, remove this card after it resolves. So then you have to lose this card as well. You lose a lot of attacks in this deck. Another attack we're playing is Payon Thrust. It's a 4 high for 4. E, if this attack is completely blocked, you add it back to your hand. And then E, your next combo attack gets -2 difficulty and +2 damage, making your crit split even stronger and even cheaper to play. It's super strong. It makes our opponent not want to block this because we will always pick it up and play it again, and then get to do that -2 to use crit split even easier. Then the final attack we're playing is Yamato Suramu. E, if your opponent has more ready foundations than committed, you get to either draw a card or add a card from your top of your deck to momentum. Basically, it just funnels more momentum for our crit split. This is one of my favorite attacks to play with crit split just because On turn 2, if you play this, your opponent built 3. There's no way their cards are committed. You just get to come out and just go, I'll get a momentum. I'll play a second attack. I'll play Crit Split. Kill you. Basically, it's just super strong leadoff attack that gets you momentum for your Crit Split. As well as being a weapon. Oh, no, that one's not. It's a slam. The other one's a weapon I'm thinking of. 4 OG Mecha Ninja. Has Breaker 1. It's a 3 low block. R, after you play this card, your next check to play a weapon card gets +2. And then 2 E's, both 4 checks. Your mid attack is +1 damage. Your high attack is +1 speed. Just basically the opposites of Yoshimitsu, but you only get 1 instead of 3. Basically, you can get like 1, 3 with each of these. It's pretty good. To pass checks, because we're playing a bunch of 1 checks. Is there a Nightmare? Discard cards we don't need. Ready this. Pass more checks. Pretty good. For Purifier, basically this card can stop cards we think will stop our Crit Split. So we get rid of problem cards that will do that. As well as just being a cool spam that says we're not allowed to have our opponent discard our hand. 3 Mangy Ninjitsu. This says check a 7. You get to add a top card of your deck to momentum, which just starts your Crit Split as well. And then 4, once per turn, you can discard momentum and add 1 weapon card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. If you add any of the weapon foundations and whatnot, you can just basically confirm a check that's going to draw you 2 cards, be a 7 check basically, and pass on almost any attack in our deck. We're playing 3 Wearlight. Basically, this card's used as like a high seas Aventure, and basically you give your opponent's attack flash by picking an ability they're not allowed to play as an enhance. So after your opponent's played, like, we'll go over this Pure Heart. After your opponent's played like a first enhance, so they've played a bunch of enhances, and then they play, or like your opponent plays like 1 enhance on their character, and then they have this Purifier on board. You just flip your Wearlight, choose the Purifier. They have to use the first enhance or pass, and then they'll pass because they can't use the first E on the Purifier because they've already played their first enhance, and then you pass, and then you just go to blocks because that's how the step works. You just basically negate an entire enhanced step for an attack. Then we're playing 3 Face of Monster. Deadlock, you get to discard a card from your opponent's hand. Desperation, you get to change zones. Basically, the best part about this card is you get to lose a vitality to give something -2 speed. Blocking something to make sure you live long enough is super good, especially in a combo character or in a combo deck. 3 Outworlders. This card says pay X, get rid of problem card. You pay X equal to the difficulty of the problem card, and then you never have to see it again. It is a 2 low block as well if you ever need it. Then the other good card for this deck is Hiding in Plain Sight. E, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. If your opponent's at Desperation, you get to add 2 cards to the top of your deck, basically, from the top of your deck to your momentum. It just means that our critical split's getting the momentum it needs to do its stuff. We're playing 3 Forged from Soul Edge. It's a Chaos Weapon Foundation. It's a 1/5 spam, 2 mid block that says if we partially block a weapon attack, it deals no damage, which is nuts. For check confirmation, we're playing 3 Dreamer Becoming Whole. Discard momentum, get +1 to your check, and then every time once per turn after you discard momentum, or the exact keyword is after you discard any number of momentum. Yep, you get to ready this foundation. And so basically you kind of increase your check by 2 by getting to ready this and get the +1, as well as just having the ability to have a spam that you can play on your turn to increase your staging area is really good as well. And then we're playing 3 Inhuman Speed. This negates life gain for things like Rose Whiplash, stuff like that, but gives an attack plus X speed equal to your momentum. And sometimes with like Sadistic Ways, Hiding in Plain Sight, and all of the other cards, you kind of just stack up momentum, and having a good speed outlet that just pumps your speed into an attack that you want to deal damage is super good. And then the last card we're playing, because we're a combo deck, is True Identity. True Identity is the only ability you can play on it, is the form Commit. Your checks to play attacks get +1 for the rest of the turn. This card's nuts. Says all of your cards cost 1 less, which means you get to combo even easier. Thanks again for checking out the profile, guys. Make sure to show Travis some love down below for his Yoshimitsu deck. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/TCGU University. Help us out there. If you can't, don't worry about it. Go to YouTube. We'd love it if you could just like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, guys, stay learned.